Hello, Lakeview. Paul and I wanted to bring you an update on where things are at with the LGBTQ plus conversation here in our church. As you may recall, this conversation that we're having is a part of a broader conversation happening in our denomination, the Free Methodist Church in Canada. And you may recall going back to the spring and early summer, we had a series of large group events which many of you attended. And you may be wondering why you haven't heard more about this conversation in recent months. We do want to assure you that the conversation is active and it is happening, and we want to let you know where things are at right now.
Going back to the beginning of our conversation here at Lakeview, we were led in a season of exploration by people like Jared Siebert and others who have led us on the broader Christian conversation on the topic. And it has been a great time together with generous posture of hearing and learning Christian thought in this area.
Yeah, and many of you attended those sessions, and those were really important. And then coming into the fall, our pastoral team sensed that we needed to guide this conversation into more smaller spaces of dialogue, discussion, and honestly, disagreement. And so we've entered into a phase that we're calling consultation and discernment. And in this season, as a pastoral team, we are meeting regularly to discuss and discern what we're hearing from God and from our community. We're also engaging intentionally in conversations with stakeholders from our church, both personally and in group settings. And those conversations have been very beneficial. Sometimes they've been hard, but they're important and they're bearing good fruit for this broader conversation. So this process of consultation and discernment is going to carry on for a few months. And we invite you as a church to pray for our pastoral team as we engage in this important work. We want to listen well to our church, and we want to listen well to God's Spirit. We also want to invite you to let us know if you want to be a part of this conversation. We want to hear from you. We'll be doing our work of gathering stakeholders and places for conversation, but if you want to make sure that your voice is heard in this conversation, please reach out to us, and we will do our best to make time for you personally or to bring you into one of those group conversations.
This journey has been long and short all at the same time. It has been both beautiful and hard. Friends, in the midst of all of this, we are committed to be Christ-centered, joining God in the renewal of all things. Thank you for joining in.